UFC middleweight king, the Reaper, Robert Whittaker, back-to-back wins over Yoel Romero. Hard to quantify, though, how difficult those 50 minutes against Yoel Romero were and what type of toll it might take on Whittaker here moving forward.
Yes, but after the Romero fight, there was a lot of time in between fights for Whittaker, which allows you to recover. Because you hear the stories about the guys that say they fight Yoel. No one's like him. No one feels like him. But Robert Whittaker was able to manage that over the course of two very, very difficult fights. And he was able to do that because of the fantastic cardio, the great wrestling mentality, and also the unbelievable striking and the ability to stare down the barrel of a loaded shotgun in Yoel Romero's left hand and feel safe. That allowed Robert Whittaker to keep a belt in both of those instances.
And we knew from his debut in 2012 that he would be something special. He has certainly been every bit that. All right, big spot here for the former undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, and he's not too emotionally attached to a lot of these results. I expect a big effort out of him here tonight.
You know, John, I love that you teed it up that way because I was just thinking that for a guy that seemed to be on a rocket ship to the moon, becoming a middleweight champion, he handles adversity as well as anyone I've ever seen. When he lost to Jan Blachowicz, when he tried to become double champion, still even keel. When he lost his championship, even keel. I believe that ability will allow for him to work his way back to a championship opportunity where I expect him to be very competitive and possibly earn himself the belt back.
And skill for skill, there are a lot of people that still believe he's the best middleweight in the world. A lot of the elite 185-pounders believe that Izzy and not necessarily Pereira represent the toughest matchup for them. We'll see how Adesanya fares in this critical matchup here tonight. Tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now for the official introductions. We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. Well, I might need to borrow that inhaler, DC, before we get through this one. Round one is underway between Robert Whittaker and Israel Adesanya. Whittaker was born in New Zealand, but he claims Australia, and of course Adesanya trying to come up large for the Kiwis here tonight.
And Adesanya has taken offense to that because he loves New Zealand. He cannot understand how Whittaker, who was born there, doesn't represent the country. He has an opportunity to really stick it to Robert tonight in this fight.
Going to the body now with the kick. That one is blocked, though, by Robert Whittaker.
What a kick. That one landed.
Oh, really good with the kick to the body.
Another body kick land.
All right, early round action here, and Whittaker wasted no time finding a home for that high kick.
Well, it's one of his great shots, right? He does a good job of setting up, making you rotate into the side that he wants to throw. He throws that beautiful high kick. He has done that since he was on the Ultimate Fighter Smashes.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side. He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh, nice punishing kick to the body. Adesanya gets tattooed by that straight punch.
It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's... Oh!
Big right hand.
Oh, nice high kick.
Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. And that one certainly found the target.
I am starting to lose track of how many punches this guy has landed to the head of his opponent.
Well, it didn't take him long to get a good read on his opponent. Another good series of kicks there.
He thought the kicks would be the key tonight, and they sure have been.
So we pull up the stats for you now. 32 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. Oh, a nice inside leg kick landed there by Adesanya.
Big shot lands from both guys.
Oh, vintage Robert Whittaker there with that combination. I'm not sure how much more the opposition can...
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Oh, he lands a massive kick. So a strong 5 minutes down. All right, so there's the horn. It's amazing to think we got here, given how many times he rocked his opponent there in the previous round. Almost looked like a glorified sparring session, given how dominant he was.
Yeah, it just looked like one guy that was much better than the other guy. He was hurting him every time he landed, and it's a testament to his ability and his accuracy in the stand-up.
All right, both fighters now ready to go with round two. Israel Adesanya versus that man, Robert Whittaker. Hook to the head there by Adesanya. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Adesanya gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention. Oh, he missed with that right hand.
Another strike to the head lands.
Another beautiful body shot there. You see the damage starting to accumulate. Maybe some defense would be wise at this point in the fight.
I think so, John. You can't just get beat up to the bottom.
Oh, there's a kick there. We'll see if he can finish.
Another hurt. He's hurt bad.
Well, I'm not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. Feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient. And in that patience, you'll find a punch or kick that will put your opponent out.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it.
All right, well, that swelling has essentially rendered him a one-eyed fighter, and to that end, the referee has paused the action. He calls for the ringside physician.
And here comes the doctor. The doctor's going to take a look at him, check out the swelling, give him the old finger test to see if he can see his opponent in front of him and decide whether or not he can continue.
Doctor corrals the referee. It looks as though this fight will continue, at least for now, but certainly that swelling bears watching as we move forward.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is...
Oh! A lot of trouble.
All right, opens the guard, now stacked guard.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound. He starts to posture here. He's over his opponent, dropping big ground and pound.
Whittaker. Oh!
What is it? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening, and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 8 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
All right, so as they say, another highlight for the appreciable reel of the middleweight champ, Israel Adesanya, your winner tonight by knockout.
Adesanya is such a powerful guy. And